Hi guys, it's Sandy P. I'm coming on. I'm really late at doing this because I just saw... Oh my gosh, my brain just froze. No Guts, No Glory. I just saw that she just did this and she was tagged by Miranda also. Same time I was tagged by Miranda. I think it was back early December. But it's a Winter Wonderland Tag questions. So I figured I've got a little bit of time right now. I'm going to answer them. Okay, these are all basically winter questions. And I have to tell y'all, I live in Arizona, Phoenix. So our winter isn't actually winter. Okay. So question number 1 is favorite thing about winter. My favorite thing about winter in Arizona is that there's no snow to shovel. There's no ice to fall on. 50 degrees, I'm freezing. I don't have to look out at a wind chill at negative temperatures. So my favorite thing about winter is that I live in Arizona now. Okay, number 2, scarves or beanies. I wear stocking caps. Growing up in Nebraska and then living in Maryland where we had real winters, I fought wearing stocking caps and all that stuff. Here, 50 degrees, 60 degrees, I've got my stocking cap on because I'm freezing. Okay, number 3, favorite holiday movie. Elf. By far Elf. Before Elf, my favorite holiday movie was Nightmare Before Christmas. That could be Halloween or Christmas. So that. Favorite winter nail polish. Okay, I don't polish my nails as much as I used to. I want to get back to that, but things are just like, I don't know. So I'm going to go, so my favorite winter nail polish would be my same as my favorite polish, black. I always used to do my nails black. Okay. Hold on, I lost my question. Okay, number 5 is favorite Starbucks holiday drink. The peppermint hot cocos. I will drink hot cocoa year-round, 110, 111, 112 degree temperatures here in Phoenix in the middle of summer, and I'm drinking hot cocoa. So, yeah. Okay, top 3 winter essentials. Living in Arizona, top 3 winter essentials are my stocking cap, toe socks to wear with my flip-flops, and a hoodie. Top 3 winter essentials in Nebraska, which I had to call my brother and my sister. I don't have any winter stuff. Coat, sweatpants, mittens. Okay, name one thing on your wish list this year. Okay. My wish list, I wanted a tablet. I got it. I wanted new sheets for our bed. I got those. I wanted new towels. I still need more new towels. Bubble bath. My wish list has never been an extensive one. Even as a kid, I've never had a huge wish list. As a kid, it was like bubble bath, stationery, earrings. It was so cool. That's my kid wish list. Okay, I keep losing it. Sorry, my head's all stuffed up. Okay. Okay, favorite holiday song. Oh my gosh. As a kid, do you know the song The Friendly Beasts? That was my favorite holiday song growing up. I would sing for y'all, but I really like you. I inherited my dad's singing voice. He didn't have one. But the song said, Jesus our brother, kind and good, was humbly born in a stable rude, and the friendly beasts around him stood. Jesus our brother, kind and good. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown, I carried his mother up hill and down. I carried it, and it goes, all the beasts are singing to him. And the end of the song goes, blessed every beast by some good spell. In the stable dark was proud to tell of the gifts they gave Emmanuel. The gifts they gave Emmanuel. So that was my favorite holiday song. Just wait. I think I'm going to sneeze. Let me see if I can get past it. Hold on. There's a sneeze coming. Oh, wait. That was you on. There's a sneeze in there, too. Okay. Did or do you go Black Friday shopping? Okay. This is Christmas Eve. I'm doing this. 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, something. I went Black Friday shopping back then. Frank used to go Black Friday shopping. I hated it because when we lived in Maryland, I worked at Target. And so I was the person who had to help y'all when you were Black Friday shopping. We went Black Friday shopping 1 year after his stroke. His stroke was in 2010. And 1 year we went Black Friday shopping, and people don't look if you're pushing a wheelchair. They just step right in front of you. So after that, we've stopped Black Friday shopping. Okay, must-have winter lip product. I have in every one of my backpacks chapstick of some sort. Yeah, I say that and then I'm reaching into my backpack and I can't find it. But in all of my backpacks, I have a chapstick, so that would be my winter thing. Okay. Ooh, we found a cough drop. Will you be rocking an ugly Christmas sweater this year? No. I live in Arizona. I don't wear sweaters. This is a unusual year for me for the holidays. Y'all, I've talked about my mom, and so this is our first Christmas without her. Frank going through chemo is making things rough. We got a new kitten, Harper, Brycey, so we didn't even put up a tree. And there's some other family stuff going on. So we didn't do a lot for Christmas this year. So no ugly sweater. Okay, have you ever had a white Christmas where you live? I live in Phoenix, Arizona. No. But I grew up in a small town in Nebraska. And then I lived in Maryland and then D.C. Maryland and D.C., yes, we've had white Christmases. I'm sorry. 10 years ago, 2009, I went home for Christmas to Nebraska. This was before Frank's stroke. He had to work, so he couldn't go with me. And we were on a budget, so instead of flying from... Yeah, were we living out here then? Yeah, we were living out here then. And so instead of flying from Phoenix to Nebraska, I took a bus, which was an adventure. That year, I made it to my mom and dad's house. Mom and dad live in a small town. I made it there. My younger brother made it there, and my younger sister made it there. My older sister, my older brothers, my nieces and nephews, none of them made it there. That I don't remember which day it started, but they had massive blizzards. My parents have a deck on the back of their house. The snow was drifted up the deck and then up to the door, so that we couldn't get the back door open. We could get it open just far enough to stick like a broom through there and scrape at the snow. Me being the girl who had just the year before moved from DC to Phoenix, and all this snow, which I don't like winter. There are plenty of pictures of me in my Indianapolis Colts winter jacket, gloves, hat, laying out on the deck, my parents' deck, in the snowdrifts, making snow angels. That's how I spent that time. Christmas Eve, church was canceled. This is a small town where everybody can walk to church, but there was so much snow that they canceled church. There's a little convenience, like gas station, little convenience mart, that's down the street from where my parents lived. And I have pictures of snowdrifts in front of that building. Snowdrifts in the backyard, snowdrifts in the front yard. My brothers shoveled snow numerous times. My dad, oh my gosh, even though we had all this snow, they had outdoor cats at the time because Dad didn't want any of those damn cats in the house. My dad said that, but he loved cats. He built a little shelter out on the deck so that the stray cats who lived outdoors would not be buried in the snow. There's a path so they could get to that little shelter. There was food inside that shelter, and he would take out hot water to melt the ice in their water thing, So he made sure that the stray cats, they weren't his cats, they were just like stray cats, had a shelter, had food and water. I remember one of the days we were there, my nephew called the house and was complaining to his dad, my brother, that he was stuck with his mom and his sister because my brother and his wife were divorced. And my brother said, shut up, because my brother was stuck with his parents and his sisters. My little sister relived her childhood, which she keeps saying she didn't want to relive. We played numerous games of triominoes, Uno, Apples to Apples. If y'all have never played that, you need to play it. My dad's secret card was Eleanor Roosevelt. That was like, we were kind of worried because Dad had like this thing for Eleanor Roosevelt. But anyway, finally the Sunday after Christmas, people could get to my hometown. And I think it was my sister-in-law was the first one to walk in the house. We all ran and we hugged her and we like attacked her almost because it was a new face. At the time, that was like an awful experience, being snowed in. But I look back at it now because that was in 2009. My niece was special needs, and her and her brother eventually made it there. My parents were there. Frank wasn't there, but he was calling me like every day from work. That was, December 2009. February of 2010, we lost my niece. She gained her angel wings. She was special needs. She gained her angel wings then. And then in June of 2010, 6 months after that, was when Frank had his massive stroke. And our lives, were turned upside down. September of 2011, my dad joined my niece in heaven. So we lost my dad. And not long after that, my mom sold the house. That was the house we grew up in. So my niece was gone. Our lives were turned upside down. My dad was gone. The house was gone. And then this February, we lost my mom. So I think we all needed that Christmas to be snowed in there. I talk about it a lot. It was probably one of my best Christmases. And I'm the girl who hates snow, and I was snowed in. Okay. Sorry, Harper's knocking stuff down. Okay, favorite winter candle scent. I love cinnamon scents. I definitely do not like the Christmas tree scent because I'm allergic to that, the pine scent. So like cinnamon, I like that. Okay, how will you be celebrating this holiday? This is a strange holiday. Like I said, it's our first one without my mom. Frank's been sick on and off from chemo. So we really, chemo costs a lot, and insurance covers a lot, but we have other expensive stuff, so we really didn't do a lot of presents. So we don't have that. We didn't put up the tree because of our cat and some other stuff. I haven't done the Christmas baking because my mom I always did it with Mom, and it's just too hard to do it. I plan on doing some baking after Christmas and having, cookies and stuff on New Year's. My family never had like a big Christmas dinner. They would do soup. They would do chili, oyster stew, chicken noodle soup, homemade chicken noodle soup. And my dad's family would do it too. They would do it in February, though, they'd get together. And so that was my plan. Well, Frank has stroke brain. I'm not saying it in a mean way. That's just how we explain a lot of his behaviors. And when I, saved up the money, got the stuff to make the chili, he saw it all and he demanded it that day. So we don't have our stuff for our chili now. He had chemo on Monday. Today's Tuesday. He takes regular medications for his to deal with the stroke, the the heart, the brain, all that kind of stuff. And then he has some as-needed medications that he takes for chemo. There's one for hiccups, because he gets massive hiccups where his whole body shakes. There's one for nausea. Chemo can make you throw up. And there's one for diarrhea. This is one of the first time where he's taking all 3 of them. So, food tomorrow is really not a big thing. I get paid the day after Christmas. So, we're working with our budget there still, too. And so, I was telling him, different choices. I go, I can make a meatloaf. I know that'd be kind of weird. I have julienne potatoes. I have a lot of frozen vegetables. I could do that. I was thinking, meatloaf and potatoes and corn. I go, or I can make spaghetti. He loves, I've shared them before. They're the bags they go in the Hispanic aisle, and they're the little tiny, like, pasta. They look like spaghetti broken up. Do that, a pound of ground beef, and just a thing of even store brand spaghetti sauce. Put that, and then garlic bread. He loves that. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Probably all we're going to do. I was thinking, I do have some credits in Uber Eats. I was going to see if there's any place that delivered Chinese food. Because I know that's what Frank used to do before he met me when he was single. That's how he used to spend that was his Christmas meal, was Chinese food. So, this year we're not really doing a lot, but 2020 is going to be a better year. Sorry, I hope you all having a great day. And I want to ask something real quick. Those of you who believe and who pray, I have a brother who has cancer. He was diagnosed like a month after Frank. It's kind of rough right now. So I wanted to ask you guys, I know some of you have already told me that you're keeping me in your prayers and Frank in your prayers. Can you keep my brother in your prayers? I don't want to say a lot on here because they're still talking about it at home and everything. But just keep him in your prayers, okay? Thanks, and I'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas.